K-drama Our Beloved Summer begins and ends around a documentary that brought together its two leads, Choi Woo-shik and Yin-soo, Kim Da-mi. So, each episode's title references an iconic part of cinema history. A coming-of-age, romantic comedy revolving around ex-lovers who broke up with a promise never to meet again. But the documentary they filmed 10 years ago gets the fame, and they are by compulsion facing camera once more. Our Beloved Summer poster. While the drama itself is an adaptation of the webtoon of the same name, there's no denying that there was certainly some inspiration taken from movies too. Here are all the inspirations behind the Our Beloved Summer's episode titles. 1. I Know What You Did Last Summer. As high schoolers, Cook Yin-soo and Choi-young give the documentary crew a peek into their lives. 10 years later, they've gone their separate ways. The 1997 horror I Know What You Did Last Summer is a cult classic. It stars Jennifer Love Hewitt, Sarah Michelle Gellar and her husband Freddie Prinze Jr. and Ryan Phillip. The film is actually loosely inspired by Lewis Duncan's novel of the same name. 4 young friends bound by a tragic accident are reunited when they find themselves being stalked by a hook-wielding maniac in their small seaside town. In Point 2. 1791 Days of Summer. Yin-soo and reunite for the first time in 5 years when she shows up at his door with a proposal to work together on an art project. 1791 Days of Summer references 500 Days of Summer, a 2009 romance film. It stars Zooey Deschanel and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. After being dumped by the girl he believes to be his soulmate, hopeless romantic, Tom Hansen reflects on their relationship to try and figure out where things went wrong, and how he can win her back. In Point 3. 10 Things I Hate About You. Eager to film a follow-up documentary, Kim Ja-young sets out to persuade Yin-soo and but getting them to agree proves to be a challenge. Point 10 Things I Hate About You is a 1999 teen comedy, and is based on William Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew. It stars Julia Stiles, Heath Ledger, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. A pretty, popular teenager can't go out on a date until her ill-tempered older sister does. In Point 4. The boy, or the girl, we like then. Yin-soo and squabbles begin even before the cameras start rolling. Refuses to dignify an infuriating plagiarism accusation with a response. Based on the 2011 Taiwanese film of the same name, You're the Apple of My Eye, is a 2018 Japanese teen romance. They're both based on the novel Na Xinyan, Womeni Kaijuri de Nu Hai by Giddens Ko. His literal title is Those Years, We Went After You. The Japanese remake stars Yuki Yamada and Asuka Sato. In Japan in the early 2000s, Kasuke Mizushima is a popular yet childish high school student living a comfortable life. He wants to start a relationship with his classmate, but she's a serious honors student. In Point 5. A Secret That Can't Be Told. Ja-young recounts how he and became friends in their childhood. Yin-soo wants to apologize to but can't quite bring herself to do it. The episode's title is inspired by 2007 Taiwanese film called Secret, also known as The Secret That Cannot Be Told. It stars musician Jay Chou, and he also served as a co-writer. Ye Xianglun, a talented piano player, is a new student at the prestigious Tamkang School. On his first day, he meets Lu Xiaoyu, a pretty girl playing a mysterious piece of music. Point 6. Pride and Prejudice. Wakes up on the morning of the live drawing show with a few gaps in his memory. Watching him at work, Yin-soo sees an unfamiliar side of him. Pride and Prejudice is a 2005 movie adaptation of the Jane Austen novel of the same name. It stars Keira Knightley and Matthew Macfadyen. Sparks fly when spirited Elizabeth Bennet meets single, rich, and proud Mr. Darcy. But Mr. Darcy reluctantly finds himself falling in love with a woman beneath his class. can each overcome their own pride and prejudice. 7. Catch Me If You Can. Ong and Yin Soo attempt to run away from having to see each other, but wind up in the same place anyway. New Jersey stands up to her cyberbullies. This is referencing the 2002 biographical crime drama Catch Me If You Can, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks. Barely 21 yet, Frank is a skilled forger who has passed as a doctor, lawyer and pilot. FBI agent Carl becomes obsessed with tracking down the con man, who only revels in the pursuit. Point 8. Before sunset. A forced vacation commences for Yin Soo and Ung, when the documentary crew traps them at a mountain retreat. Awkward tensions run high between the pair. This refers to the 2004 romance drama Before Sunset. Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy starred in the film and also served as writers on the screenplay. 9 years after Jesse and Sullen first met, they encounter each other again on the French leg of Jesse's book tour. In Point 9. Just friends. When she doesn't hear from Ung after their return from the retreat, Yin Soo decides to confront him. He has a disorienting response for her. While this could refer to the 90s drama Just Friends, the 2005 Christmas rom-com Just Friends seems to be more likely. It stars Ryan Reynolds and Amy Smart. While visiting his hometown during Christmas, a man comes face to face with his old high school crush whom he was best friends with, a woman whose rejection of him turned him into a ferocious womanizer. Point 10. Hello, my soulmate. With his mother back in town, Jae-young stops going home, so he can avoid seeing her. Watching New Jersey and Ung go on a date vexes Yin Soo to no end. This seems to reference the 2021 Korean drama Soulmate, also known as Hello, My Soulmate, a remake of the 2016 Chinese movie Soulmate. It stars Woo Seok-bain and Kim Da-mi, the same lead actress from Our Beloved Summer. Hello, My Soulmate is a coming-of-age story where two friends first meet at 13 years old, and spend the course of 14 years remaining close and sharing experiences in both friendship and romance. Point 11. Our nights are more beautiful than your days. Ahead of the final day of filming, gossip about Ung in New Jersey causes a stir. Jae-young receives pointed advice about his documentary edit. This title is based on the English title of the 1989 French romantic drama Mes Nuits Sont Plus Belles que Vos Jours. This translates to My Nights Are More Beautiful Than Your Days. The film stars Sophie Marceau and Zoc Dutrink. A story of doomed passion by two mortally ill people. He is physically, she is mentally. Point 12. Begin again. For Ung and Yin Soo, a new beginning is equal parts sweet and clumsy. When New Jersey bumps into Jae-young, she invites him out for a drink. This is a clear reference to the 2013 dramedy Begin Again. It stars Keira Knightley, Mark Ruffalo, and Maroon 5's Adam Levine. A chance encounter between a down-and-out music business executive and a young singer-songwriter, new to Manhattan, turns into a promising collaboration between the two talents. Point 13. Love Actually. After soliciting dating advice from a co-worker, Yin Soo acts out of character in front of Ung. Meanwhile, Jae-young takes some time to himself. Another obvious title is, of course, the Christmas classic Love Actually. This Our Beloved Summer episode premiered just after the holiday season. The film stars an all-star cast, including Hugh Grant, Liam Neeson, Emma Thompson, and Colin Firth. Follows the lives of 8 very different couples in dealing with their love lives in various loosely interrelated tales, all set during a frantic month before Christmas in London, England. Point 14. Life is beautiful. Ung asks Yin Soo a question that's difficult for her to answer. As Lisa Light deals with an unwanted surprise in her bar, Go Yoon-ho happens to swing by. This is another great classic. This episode's title takes from the 1997 Italian drama La Vita e Bella, also known as Life is Beautiful. The film stars Roberto Benigni and Nicoletta Braschi. When an open-minded Jewish waiter and his son become victims of the Holocaust, he uses a perfect mixture of will, humor, and imagination to protect his son from the dangers around their camp. Point 15. 3 Idiots. A noticeably down Jian pours himself into his work instead of going home. And waits for Yin-Su to come and see the final night of his art exhibit. This is probably a reference to the 2009 Hindi language coming-of-age dramedy 3 Idiots. It stars Amar Khan, Sharman Joshi, and Nat Heaven. TWO friends are searching for their long-lost companion. They revisit their college days and recall the memories of their friend who inspired them to think differently, even as the rest of the world called them idiots. Point 16. Our beloved Summer. Ready to pursue his next dream, Ung sets his sights on studying overseas. When he asks Yin-Su to join him, she has a tough decision to make.